Hello everyone, I'm Benjamin, editor of Asia Advisors Network. How has the pandemic affected you and the way you feel about career and life? We did a Vox Pop recently where we hit the streets to ask people what they think about this. And today, we are very happy to do this panel discussion in collaboration with AIA Singapore to further discuss these issues. We have with us Colin Lee, who is the Chief Agency Officer of AIA Singapore. We have Victor Tang and Joanne Lim, who are both Personal Wealth Managers of AIA Singapore. So maybe you can tell us more about yourself. How about Colin? Let's go.
Thank you, Benjamin. Yes, so my name is Colin. I've been with AIA for the last 8 years, and I've been in the industry for about 23 years. I'm a proud father of 2.
Victor Tang here, have been in the industry for over 20 years. I am also the proud father. I have 3 daughters and 4 sons, and I just enjoy every moment of my life with them.
Father of 7 kids. How about you, Joanne?
Hi everyone, I'm Joanne. I'm 30 this year. I have a little girl that's 2.5 now. I've been in industry for going 8 years. Yeah, and this is my first job.
For all experienced people in the industry. Yeah. So when we did the Vox Pop, one thing was very clear when we asked them how people feel about career and how people feel about life. It has changed dramatically since the pandemic, since COVID-19 hit our shores. And a lot of what they describe about their dream career and what they hope to achieve out of their work arrangements sounds a lot to me like the career of a financial services consultant. So what do you guys think?
I think the most important part for myself as a working mom is actually the flexible hours that we have. The most important thing to me is family time, and the nature of my job, I actually have a very good control of my time. So I have a lot of time for my family, I have a lot of time for my kids, and at the same time very financially independent.
Okay, yeah, so time with your kid as a mom, you get to balance work and home as well. Yeah, wonderful. That's what a lot of people are saying as well during the Vox Pop. Yeah, that they want the time to be at home with their family. Yeah. How about Victor with 7 children, the balancing act?
What I learned throughout is instead of balancing, I prioritize. I actually have chosen to homeschool my kids. So because I wanted to homeschool my kids, so time is the priority. So at one point in time where my family is starting and I have made the decision to homeschool, I thought whichever career that could bring meaning and also give me the flexibility of pouring in the time to see my children grow. And this is the path that I have chosen 20 over years ago.
Wow. Yeah, father of 7 kids. Lots of respect for you. Yeah. Thanks for contributing to Singapore's population. So maybe Colin, can you share with us, how does this career or how does AIA help people to achieve all this flexibility and their aspirations?
Yeah, absolutely. So this career is a wonderful career. It's meaningful, it touches lives. It's really helping to families in Singapore protect and take care of their loved ones. So I think as Joanne and Victor have shared, it does give you the flexibility, but it also gives you the opportunity to really spend quality time with loved ones. I think if anything, the pandemic and COVID has actually accelerated a lot of this digitalization, which gives a lot of our advisors much more choice. And one of the things that our AIA did very early on was to invest heavily in technology to empower our advisors and our agency force to be equipped with all the resources and tools to make a difference and to really provide that end-to-end financial planning for our clients.
So what comes to mind when we say financial services consultant or insurance agent as a career?
Someone that helps others to grow their money or to plan their money.
Planning, lots of planning. I think it's good planning, but I will definitely need an agent to help me with it.
There's always a negative connotation in that sense because we tend to find a lot of these kinds of people like hard selling and like just trying to get as much sales as possible as well. So I think there's a very, very negative connotation that comes about.
Even as we talk about how wonderful this career is, right? I mean, all of you are in the industry and you're saying, oh, this is wonderful. But during the Vox Pop, when we talk about financial services consultant or wealth managers, oh, it's all about selling. Or it's like, oh, it's great, but it's not for me because I'm not sociable. I mean, the usual list goes on, right? So what's the experience like or what were your thoughts when you first considered it?
When I started as a fresh grad, so I started very young at 22 years old, After I graduated, I decided to take a leap of faith and join the insurance industry with my boss, Lucas. The main changing point or turning point for my career was shortly after I joined in 2014. My dad was down with a stroke. I bought medical insurance when I started for myself and my family. And at that age, most of us don't buy medical insurance when you graduate, right? And because I did that and I'm in the industry, we didn't face a huge financial burden because my dad had a stroke. So that was a wake-up call for me. Along the years, of course, I did a lot of hospitalization claims, critical illness claims, and that made me see that our job really helped a lot of my customers.
So it has helped your family and you have helped your clients over the years. That's why you see. Yeah, I think that's something that is missing for a lot of people, right? They just think it's a career that sells. It's all about sales. They do not see that side of things where how insurance help families and help people. And you've been able to experience it for your family and your clients. I think that's wonderful.
When I first started, I know nothing about the industry. It was a mid-career switch. I started to have a research of what really am I for? What is suitable for me? Now, I'm not really in a sales job before, so this is one of the least among the various considerations that I have at that time when I was searching. But this is one of the most difficult one for me because as a lot of people have the conception that insurance is about pushing people to sell. A lot of people come into the industry so that they want to make big money, quick time. And when we come into the industry, a lot of our friends and relatives will siam us, you know. So that's very difficult. So I started off quite difficult, right? Go through the slow and steady way. At the end, one of the reasons that sparked my tip off coming to this industry is about the time. I wanted always to help. So to have that attitude of helping people and serving people and the flexibility of the time is what brings me into it.
Yeah, that's really the magic of insurance, right? Yeah. So that's wonderful. How about you? You were a fresh grad, you mentioned. Fresh out of school, you feel like opportunities are everywhere and the world is my oyster. So what were your thoughts like? Do you think you were suitable for this job, this career, and why did you choose to join?
Because of the stigma of the insurance industry, actually my parents, my friends, they would rather I joined a 9 to 6 job with a fixed salary. Yeah, but after speaking to Lucas, I've decided that I want a job that is performance-based, you know, how hard I work, how well I'll be rewarded. That was the major factor of why I joined the insurance at that point of time. Yes, and turns out to be a good decision.
I'm sure that's why you are here. So were you guys always very well spoken and confident, talking to people?
No, actually, I think over the years with all the training and it was very tough initially when I started. So we did a lot of street canvassing, door knocking, things like that, and all this actually sharpened your skills along the way. Yeah, so it got better over the years.
So, have you ever considered becoming a financial services consultant?
No, I'm just bad at numbers.
No, because I'm not good at talking to people.
Unfortunately, no.
Why not?
I think for me, sales is not really my thing. I'm more of a back-end kind of person, like working behind the scenes and things like that. So, going out to talk to people and meet people and things like that, it's not really what I am interested or comfortable with.
Not everybody is cut out to do selling. So a lot of trainings will be needed, and I don't know what kind of chance or opportunity there will be for people like me who are not savvy with selling. So I think training-wise, opportunity and also chances being given by organizations who are willing to take on people like me or not.
So Colin, yeah, so from the Vox Pop, we realize a lot of people, sometimes they find, oh, it's a wonderful career, but it's not for me because I'm not sociable, I'm not well-spoken. And just now we heard from Victor and Joanne as well, right? Make career switch, oh, I never thought of myself as a salesperson. So what kind of training are in place to help all these people who fear, hey, maybe it's a wonderful career, I've thought about it, but I'm not sure whether I'm suitable?
So training is so critical because there are so many diverse backgrounds that people are coming into the industry from, and we have a goal to make everybody successful. And with that, it's a combination of both technical training as well as soft skills. It's not just here's a few products, learn it, go and sell. It's more around how do I guide you through this whole journey, because it is really, really important that we raise the standards and the professionalism of the industry. You mentioned earlier that the stigma around it's sell, 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 sell. Now, being in the industry for 20 plus years, you've seen that evolve, particularly in a market like Singapore, where productivity, professionalism, doing the right thing are so important. And that's what guides AIA in terms of our operating philosophy, to make sure that we equip all of our advisors and our agents with the right skills, the right competency, the right training and development, so they can make this a long-term meaningful career.
Wonderful. I think you mentioned just now a lot of people from different backgrounds come and you try to make them successful, right? So as Chief Agency Officer with 20 plus years experience in the industry, is there a certain profile that you think makes someone successful?
So it doesn't actually pigeonhole into a particular type of profile. We've seen very, very successful leaders and FSCs come from all different backgrounds. So we see the full, the full diversity. So it comes more to their commitment, their motivation, and how determined they are to really make this a meaningful career.
For me, I think you have to be very consistent. You know what your goals, you know what you want. You must have something to motivate you. What they don't see, it's actually the struggles of a financial consultant when we just started, the hardship that we put in.
What brings you in, stay on throughout, be focused, have an attitude to want to serve. I think that is the baseline. And that is where I would say that come in with the right mindset, learn, have an open mind, you enjoy it.
So what kind of people do you think will make a good financial services consultant?
Someone that can see very far ahead, someone that can really plan all your things going on for you. And then they can advise you based on your lifestyle, what you should do and what you can do, and based on what you have and what you can spend on.
The ability to really value add to those around you.
People who are outgoing, people who enjoy talking to people on the street, and of course in terms of financial knowledge. If they don't have the knowledge, they are not able to help people with their financial planning.
I'm going to ask Colin the next question later, but you guys don't feel pressured that Colin is here, yeah? So you guys have talked about how wonderful the career is and how wonderful the industry is. But why AIA?
Okay, I'm a very strong believer of technology advances. And actually, AIA is a company that invests in a lot of resources into technology that keep themselves ahead of the competition. So our sales processes right now are very convenient. It's almost fully digitalized already, post-sales as well. And I must say that AIA really pamper us a lot. Yeah, we have our apps on the AIA POS on our iPad. We even have an app on our phone. So for example, if my client were to call me and say, hey Joanne, I need to know this policy number. Is it due soon? What's the premium amount? What are the other policies I have? With one click, I can screenshot everything. Yes, so it's very, very convenient. And for example, we have something like the birthday campaigns. Okay, we next month my client birthday is up. With your confirmation approval, with a click, AIA does all the necessary work for you. Yeah, so I've also received a lot of feedback from my clients and for financial consultants ourselves that it's very, very convenient. Yeah, so AIA makes it a lot easier for not just consultants like myself, but also for customers. Yeah, so that's what I really love about this company.
Cool, wonderful. And you're not saying this just because Colin is looking at you from there. How about Victor? Why do you choose AIA?
Well, I can't agree more with what Joanne has said, that the technology part will make it a lot seamless for us to work. AIA could even teach you how to craft a speech if you do not know what to say. You say, I can't talk in front of my clients. They teach you, you could just read from there. But if you are independent and you want to be creative, we are allowed to do that. Another thing to add on is that the training given to us, I just love it. From not knowing to making you so competent, and then adding on to the soft skill to bring your level of mastery up, from not able to speak clearly to be able to present, to negotiate, and to communicate. I think I have to just say thank you to my company.
Wow. Wow.
Really delighted to hear that. Now, did not ask them to do this, did not prep them to say this, but definitely AIA was an early mover, if not a pioneer. Certainly investing in digital and technology. Actually, what we call TDA, technology, digital, and analytics. The whole point of sale system is end to end, and pretty much every stage of the customer journey is taken care of. And I love that you mentioned the birthday campaigns that we do, the scripts that we provide, and all the support. So technology is the future, and obviously the pandemic and COVID has accelerated that. And we continue to invest very, very heavily in making sure that we continue to professionalize and develop the tools and the digital to make sure that our guys, our team are confident as they meet clients, that all the information is at their fingertips, that they can present a whole end-to-end financial solution that meets their needs. And then I just wanted to pick up on what Victor had highlighted regarding training and professional development, because these are so fundamental, these skills in financial management, that the skills that you learn will serve you well for the rest of your life. Whether you continue to stay in the industry or stay with AIA, these are life skills. So I think both Joanne and Victor touched on two key things that AIA is very, very proud of: technology, digital analytics, and also professional development and training. And it's something that we will continue to invest very heavily in for the future.
Wonderful. So sounds like your team has done a wonderful job, yeah, equipping them and helping them and training them. So that's great. So for someone who is considering to join the career, then what are the opportunities available with AIA Singapore right now? Yeah.
So AIA is always looking for talented people, always looking for good people. Even if you don't have the right background or you didn't come from an economics or a financial management background, it's a career worth exploring. Partly because we've seen it recently with what's happened with all the affected industries. And you see a lot of graduates coming into the workforce at probably one of the most difficult times in recent history. So it's a career that actually coming in, we will provide you with all the skills, knowledge, training, technology, support that will make you successful. And I think that's one of the things that we've recently launched with one of our new financial career schemes, where we've actually come up with a 2-year structured roadmap that really equips you with the digital knowledge, the financial management, the investment management, the certifications that really will make sure that you do well in this career. So the financial career scheme, which is something that we launched quite recently, we're targeting to recruit or attract 500 people to come and join us to really explore this meaningful career, and then guide them every step of the way, every month, every day, every month, every quarter, every year. And that's something that we hope will be rewarding and meaningful for people who decide to join AIA.
Wonderful. It's great to know that even as in the markets now, where people are retrenching and cutting down jobs and all, that you guys have these opportunities for people to consider and to join AIA Singapore. Yep. So any final comments, any final tip, any final encouragement to people who are watching this and wondering what to do next?
This pandemic year has been a good time for us to stock take. Ask yourself, what do you really want in life? Now, if you want something that is meaningful and you have full control, come in. Whatever status you are, we will train you to be competent. You do not need to be good at numbers. You do not need to be so eloquent to be able to articulate everything correctly. Just be willing to learn with an open palm and be willing to try.
For young graduates, especially for young ladies, because I started out at 22 after graduation, I was very young. You'll be able to manage your time because for the nature of our career, you can control your time very effectively. And by then, because you join at a very young age, right, you'll be able to spend a lot of time with your kids. Yeah, be financially independent for yourself and for your family.
Okay, so I basically just want to share that AIA is a wonderful company. Obviously, our credentials speak for ourselves. We groom $1 Million Roundtable members. We are number one in $1 Million Roundtable members in Singapore and globally. But more important than that is obviously ensuring that you come into the career, you really want to make a difference, you want to join a very meaningful career, and you want to grow and develop professionally and learn the skills that's going to be something that will serve you well for the rest of your life. And then the other final thing is you look at the community that we build. Within AIA, everyone that we speak to are very proud of the community that we've built. The support infrastructure, the motivation, the leadership, etc. So for those reasons, we're delighted that AIA is really continuing to invest heavily in this business.
All right, awesome. And that's all the time that we have for this panel discussion. We'll provide the links where you can find out more information and find out the opportunities available. And yeah, feel free to drop us a note if you have any question. And thank you for joining us. I'm Benjamin signing off.